Right, here we are in game number 2 of a best of 3 between ZZHL and RESIN. Green team, the Northern Spawn, will be ZZHL. They have a 1-0 lead. They're going to be running Zhao, Salem, Defense, Marseille, Daring, Klebe, and Lucian. Meanwhile, in red and the Southern Spawn will be RESIN. They're running Des Moines, Goliath, Defense, Henry 4, Z42, Daring, Smallland. Look, some builds very quickly. Salem, not going to be taking a radar mod, even though he's running radar. We have Lucian, who's not going to be running the Hydra mod. We have a Daring, who's not going to be running the Hydra mod. We have a Marseille, who's running the engine mod, luckily. Clever with the engine mods out, with the Hydra mod and spotter mod. Defense there, running the Hydra mod, cool. I got the red team, we have Daring with the Hydra mod. I'm just looking to make sure they're actually running the mods, because, God, bother me. Defense, no Hydra mod, actually taking DCP mod. Everything else seems to be relatively in order. Okay, I'll have a look at the initial deployments. So, for the initial spread, we're going to be sending Lucian over to this side. He's going to be looking to spot around here. He's going to be backed up by Defense. And Zhao's going to play over here. Defense going to look to anchor up on this island, kind of. We have Marseille looking to play wide. We've got Salem looking to play this rock here. Clever going for the quick cap. Daring going for the perma contest after. Clever will probably hover around here after. Look for something deep spot. Maybe go for a rush on something he finds anchored up. We go for the red team. We're going to be sending Daring and Goliath. That's definitely a kite force defense. Probably kiting around here. Henry going to be making his way up here. Mine again playing radar control. And then we have Z42 and Smallland. Smallland playing for the early game radaring. Z42 for the longer contest game. Points are early in favor of the red team. They did have they did reach that cap earlier. It's surprising. Alright, Smile and Radar comes out, spots the club. Damage that can get down on him. Daring of ZZHL going to be opening up during all of this onto the Smallland. Going to be forced to smoke up to disengage soon, probably. Eagle lands and the Smallland does take a little bit of damage there. Defense salvos coming in too. Z42 going to be pushing his way forwards. Going to be anchoring himself in the cap. Going to have complete Hydro control. Should be able to take that cap completely for free, considering the Salem's nowhere near position to defend that. We got down here. This is the Henry 4 we're talking about. He's going to be making his way up the 10 line relatively soonish. Z42 does indeed take the C cap. If I get spotted along with the Z42, he's going to be opening up. Is that leg mod club? Yes, it is a leg mod club. That explains a few things. Points currently taking in favor of RESIN. Look what's going to be happening between this Daring and Lucian, because they should be about running into each other relatively soon. Anything else in the background there? The Lucian Hydra ring, as you see, is now approaching the Daring. Should be spotting him any second now. Is spotted. The defense there, not really in position to get involved in that. Neither is the Zhao. That's going to force him back. He's going to know that he's being encroached upon. I'm being peppered here by the Marseille currently. all goes quiet as ZZHL try to figure out how they are going to contest this. They've got the daring parked in the cap right now. Z42 Hydra is down, but they do have Peyton's radar ready to go. That will force daring out whenever they want to blow that. Daring being forced back just by torpedoes alone, so I can hold that radar just a little bit longer. Ben's making his way to this island. All the way out. Now there's nice little angles to deny any sort of pushes through this. Recontest comes in for the daring once again. Again, the Des Moines radar for Peyton is ready to go at when used to. They should be able to force him back out, but at the minute, points are being blocked by ZZHL. There goes that radar. Marlin should have reset, so should the Des Moines, so should the smoked up. Oh, sorry, the Z42. Force him out the cap. Points will go back to taking in favour of RESIN. Lucian and Zhao making some exploratory probes down the 1 line and 3 line to see how far down they can get. Might be a meeting of the minds between the Daring and the Lucian relatively soon here. In fact, there will be. Go, Daring on Lucian violence. Daring going to be smoking up, which isn't going to do him any favours considering, you know, Lucian hydroing you. Lucian getting quite a bit of damage down on this Daring, and now the Daring can't actually see the Lucian anymore. Lucian's still getting the shells down on him. A lot of damage down on that Daring. Cross shots coming in as well. Those came from, like it was the defense. Line fire trying to pick him up. Gives up firing. Daring took a huge battering there. Where that comes out from the Salem, we'll be spotting the smoked up Z42 and the Des Moines as well. RC going to get himself raining down on that. Salem being farmed from many angles right now. We've got the Henrys on him, you've got the Holland on him. Henry managed to find quite a bit of side on him as well. Get the AP out. Big chunks. Ben's pushing further and further forward for ZZHL. Mine on his way down. Bobs towards the Salem. Big hits again from the Henry. Bobs don't quite finish him off though. Marlin should be able to finish him off, or the Henry will, 1 and 2. Marlin trying his hardest to not shatter shells. He defenses around the defense. That was the thing that happened. Point survives for now. There's still residual shells coming his way. When radar comes out, looking to spot that Daring in the smoke, not going to be quite in range. RESIN are going to be up to 920 points right now, and there's not really going to be much available for ZZHL. They are going to force their Lucian into the home cap. Much contest available on that. We'll stem the flow for another 40 seconds. Kleber looks like he might be going for the YOLO on the Henry Ford. I'm making his way through that smoke, trying to get out of there. Kleber YOLO looks like it's going to be happening right as he runs out of engine boost though, so Henry 4 sees that's coming, does have his hydroactive. Mine going to be opening up on this, trying to get some damage in. They know the YOLO's coming. Henry going to position himself for a counter. YOLO going to get his torpedoes ready to go. And honestly, the Henry's already turned out. RC Hydro goes out. Not getting that YOLO out. 20 seconds left on the clock. It's a desperation YOLO. That's all they have available to them. Henry torps come out towards the Clever. Clever dumps all 6 torps from that side. They're going to whiff, and Clever is just stuck chasing the stern of the Henry, and that will probably be a dead Clever. In fact, the Clever doesn't even need to die. That'll be the game, taking a resin, and this will take us to game 3 in the series. Ellen. Certainly a game, wasn't it? Also, I might have accidentally filed the game in advance by accidentally setting them as... I thought it was going to be 1-1. But turns out we are actually going to a game. And I'm going to go urinate first. Be right back. Let's get looking towards our next game on our next map. Next map is going to be Hotspot. Hopefully without any exploding Hindenburgs, right? Alright, teams are swapping sides, so I can potentially have a quick look and see what both teams will be running on Hotspot. Look at RESIN first. What is... Going Hotspot. Okay, Hotspot, RESIN ran... Kleber, Preußen, Kleber, Zhao, Henry 4, Vampire. Remind me what the series bands are. Series bands are Marceau, Ragnar. So that strat still exists. It could be pulled out. What other RESIN Hotspot games do we see? RESIN Hotspot against U1S1. They ran Holland, Napoli, Z42, Holland, Napoli, Castilla, Stalingrad. So second strat. RESIN against Throw, didn't play that map. RESIN against XCL, also played on Hotspot. They ran Stalingrad, Holland, Napoli, Z42, Castilla, Holland. They ran that strat twice. They didn't run their Kleber wall twice. So look at ZZHL on Hotspot. Okay, against Pumbaa, they didn't play Hotspot. Against XHX, they did run Hotspot, so let's have a look. They ran Brennus, Austin, Salem, Defense, Daring, Stalingrad, Kremlin. Won that game. Against KSD, they didn't play that map. Against AO, they did play this map. They lost, though, when they ran their comp of Bungo, Salem, Delny, Brennus, Smaland, Kitakami, Brennus. Double Brennus and a Kitakami. Alright, then. Next up, Ayaya. They didn't play that map. Against WTMS, they did run this map, and they won with their composition of Glue, Orange, Ben Staring, Hildebrand, Brennus. Oh, God. There is potential to see a Hildebrand. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I'm starting on 54. Been on, and we have a bit of a delay. Quick look at the bracket while we can, see what everyone's been doing. Switching over to the bracket scene. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Bracket. Back to the playoff stage. And so it looks like WBR have gone 2-0 over Moyai. IAR have gone 2-0 against Throw. So we see TWA versus Moyai. Sorry, TWA versus IAR will be happening in the winners bracket. Week. ZZHL versus RESIN, the game that we're currently watching, is 1-1. Rain versus CL is currently 1-1 as well. Azuma versus Bonks 1-1. HSR XCL 1-1. Boomba 1-0 up against Salem, and Era have gone 2-0 against TSYMQ. We'll be starting on 55. So approximately 4 minutes till our game starts. Winner of this will advance Hang on, let's have a look here. Winner of this advances to play the winner of Rain vs CL. The loser will drop down into the lower bracket. I'm not sure who they'll be playing against exactly. They'll be going to bracket 3, so they'll be going against the winner of Seal and Pumbaa. Looks like it. Yeah, we will be alive next weekend for the remainder of the tournament. It'll be, you know, basically everything past winners bracket round 2 should be happening next weekend. For now, let me just do a code giveaway. How many? Like 3 codes for around right now. Bring these. Oh, got loads. Alright, yeet. Several codes to eat out. Yeet. The unofficial. They're tired. Oh, they're tired. Ugh. Like you only have one more game to go. Alright, get ready to go. New plan start is what? 50. Okay, we're just getting delayed more. Alright, not 2 minutes then. Meantime, I'll be staring at my telephone. Yay! I Ugh. Ugh. Yay. Here we go. Right. Game 3 of this, whatever the hell. Game 3 of ZZHL versus RESIN. Winners bracket. Round 1 is dropping. So here we are on Hotspot. Green team in the on spawn will be RESIN. They're going to be running Republic, Zao, Stalingrad, Princeton Orange, Z42, Halland, Somaliland. Meanwhile, in red, oh dear, there it is. In red, in the southern spawn, we're going to see ZZHL running Hildebrand, Defense, Brennis, Gudenlu, Prince at Orange, and Daring. Suffering. Suffering. I'll take this builds. Repub, no prop mod. Zao, no hydro mod. Holland, legendary module. We have. Well, who at least took the engine boost mod. Z42 took the hydro mod, thank God. Stalingrad with the radar module, thank you. And Prince on Orange took the hydro mod. Wonderful. Isn't that nice? Meanwhile, Hildebrand, it exists. Can we make it not exist? Unfortunately, we have no choice in the matter. Prince on Orange. Brennis. Daring, not taking hydro mod, taking Swift and Silence though. We got Brennis here, again, not taking the engine boost mod. Good and Lou, again, not taking the hydro mod, and Defense. Now look at the splits. So over at A, we're going to be sending a Brennis. He's going to go for the fast cap. We're going to have the Hildebrand just hovering around here, spamming planes out, being really fucking annoying. Looks like we're going to be sending the second Brennis down here, and the Galoo's going to be hovering around here. Daring going for the contest around here. Prince on Orange going to be manning this island, and just generally being annoying. Next up, we have the deployments for the green team. We're going to have Zao and Repub going to go for the cap, potentially push, most likely kite. Somaliland going to go for deep spots, maybe look for a brawl in the middle early. Z42 going to sit here via Hydrobot. Halland going out wide along with the Prince on Orange. Halland's going to look for spotting, and Prince on Orange is going to look to bomb things. Stalingrad taking the long route. Eventually going to go for a push on one of those two angles. And here comes the airplane. Already. Suffering begins. Now let's see, what will the Hildebrand spot on the cross? What's the Somaliland? Only takes down one of the planes. Still two more there though. If we see Hydro activates. Goes for the drop there. Glue bomb's going to come in. But at least get the reset. Whether they get damage or not is a different story. No damage, but does indeed get the resets. Daring takes a bit of damage in return. This is going to be from the Prince on Orange. Bomb's going to be coming down towards the glue as well. Also going for the Daring. Don't quite connect. I'll go for the deep turn in there, looking for early spots. I actually will be spotting the Brennis. There's a possibility of getting resets on that, but it looks like Zao and Repo don't have line of sight, and Prince of Orange is out of range. Al could reset it himself, chooses not to. Hildebrand planes go up once again, spot Somaliland. Generally being a pain in the dick. Daring getting chunked by being sat in the Z42 Hydro, spending a lot of HP to block these points. Daring's lost a lot of HP there. What we got here? We've got Alan just trying to spam torpedoes in the general direction of that Orange. Z42 getting a bit of damage in return onto that Daring. Actually managed to get parked behind that island. Bombs coming towards him. Not going to be doing too much. Hildebrand planes are now coming in. Actually, never mind. The glue bombs do a good chunk of the Z42. Hildebrand planes are once again going to be spotting the Smaland. Points very firmly in favour of RESIN currently ticking. So the onus is on ZZHL to make some sort of play somewhere. Repub and Zhao already in kite mode. We'll be happy to head off this Brennis push. Angrad anchored bow in, going to be very hard to dislodge, and we'll have full radar control over his home cap. The ZZHL are going to have a very hard job of actually making any sort of play here. They can get set up for a push somewhere soon. Brennis not really, sorry, the Hildebrand not really doing very much right now. Spotting the Smaland, but nobody's there to do any damage to him. He gets a chunk on the Smaland. Alright, Brennis now being the focus of the eye of this Repub and Zhao. Push has begun. Farming has also begun. Let's focus from the Repub and Brennis though. Repub and Zhao on the Brenai. I'm gonna get involved too. No, the defense is pushing up as well. I'm going to switch over focus to that too. A bit of a chunk on the defense's bow. The Republicans are giving up a lot of ground, but it's not really open. You still have the Smaland here, and he is going to be able to still zone away this daring, especially combined with the Stalingrad. Those two will be able to force him out quite happily. So 42 going to be opening up on the glue. Stalingrad going to be switching over to him as well. But the glue's players here. Well, just to provide some sort of support to the daring on his cap attempt. Then orange going to be airstriking the glue. ZZHL are marching their way forward. Glue going to be attempting to cap. Stalingrad going to be getting broadside shots into said glue. But now the glue is just going to sit there and have to tank face for the like a full faceful from this Crimson Orange plus a bunch of airstrikes. She's actually going to be able to take the cap. QEO airstrike coming in. More shots from the Stalingrad coming in on the reversing glue. And the glue is just being chain reset here, being torped, being bombed, shot. Generally, every sort of armament is on him right now. Daring is going to park himself in the A cap there. Stalingrad going to be popping his radar to try and deny that. Smaland being forced back. Conga lines towards the Stalingrad's bow too. Okay, then we're going to connect. Yeah, it looks like pretty much zero as the reset's coming on the Daring. The glue's suffering right now. The Daring might be able to take this cap now without the Stalingrad radar's down and the Smaland's pushed so far back. But they are going to lose their glue for this. Points technically in favour of ZZHL right now, but we'll see how that goes once this glue dies. as the annoying planes of certain hybrid make themselves known. Well, there goes the good Lou in the background. The point's still in favor of Resin, unless they can get some kills. I don't understand what that was. Some desync. That was some desync. There's definitely some desync. ZZHL need to find some kills somewhere. Like Zao and Repub have definitely a potential of dying. They're both getting quite low here, being farmed out by these Brenni. Plural for Brennises. I was still being focused. Stalingrad moving forward to try and like park himself back in here. Look at this, and he's shape of form. Very small. The kills on these the Zao and Repub are looking harder and harder to get right now, though, as they're just going all the way at the corner. Where are the most recent? Oh, there comes the Bredis bombers. Permanently providing vision on this, so we'll get a drop off. At least allow the Brennises to get some salvos out. Two minutes 16 left on the clock until Resin win, unless ZZHL can fight a kill on something. Forcing that Repub out further and further back. Next couple of salvos going to be coming in. Zao currently on a permafire. Repub currently eating a fire. Big chunk onto the defense there, though. Now, are these Brennises going to be able to get the kill on this Republic and Zao? Because that's going to be basically what's deciding this. Malland is going in for... Oh, Hildebrand actually just gets torpedoed to ever-loving fuck. Dead 42 and Daring on top of him. Bunch of torpedoes coming in on top of that as well. What's the problem? If you're controlling your planes, you're not controlling your ship, and you're suffering, bro. Double fire. Hildebrand burns down. 15 seconds left on the clock. They need kills now, and they don't have them available. So, yeah. Hildebrand just not... Well, Prince Van Orange is going to force his way into the cap. Can he block in time? Okay, Hildebrand is now blocking. It's now anyone's game once again. Now, Halland's going to sit there, open up on the Prince on Orange and start farming. Big Boy 69 in the Prince on Orange looked like he just needs to ram ZZHL for, like, to tie this game up. To win the game, basically. 2 points. Any of ZZHL's ships die, they lose. And here comes the farming from the Halland-Smalland combination. And the Z42 is also getting in on it as well. However, when he smoked, he no longer has vision. The Brennises haven't managed to kill the Zao or the Republic. They're actually getting away again. And looks like the Prince on Orange is going to go for the ram, and that will seal it. Theory. In theory. Now ZZHL's Prince on Orange has to play hide and seek to try and buy enough time for his team to do something. Has to not give too much broadside to Big Boy here. And also not get rammed by him. And there's really nothing to support him here. The Brennises just aren't there. They haven't got the kill on the Republic. Repub's getting low. Brennis is also getting low for this. But it's all looking like this Orange might just die here. Yeah, Prince of Orange is going to be doing like all he can. He's having to turn full broadside just to try and do something. This Big Boy goes in for the ram. Zao kills the Brennis. and the Prince of Orange goes down, and that will be that. Resin will be advancing in the upper bracket, and ZZHL will be moved down to the lower bracket, and that is enough from me. I am going to go lie down. I'm going to go lie down. I'm going to lie down. I hope you guys have enjoyed the World of Warships action today. I've been paying, so I don't need to sleep. I just need to rest my voice. Oh, I need to rest my voice.